and welcome back to part 2 of Extravaganza. So for lunch, we'll be doing an egg salad recipe that I have eaten growing up and I love, that my mom taught me how to make. And if you're new here and you haven't seen part 1, that's where we did a breakfast, we did an egg bake, and the reason that we're doing Extravaganza is because we bought 5 dozen eggs from Costco just so that I could get some more protein in my life, and eggs are a really great way of doing that. So with that, we'll start with our egg salad for today. So the first step in making the egg salad is to hard boil the eggs. And so with egg salad, you can really scale it however you like. We're going to be doing 12 eggs today, and we'll be using this kitchen gadget. I'm not exactly sure what it's called, but it works so well for hard boiling eggs, and it's so simple. Growing up, I learned a whole bunch of ways to hard boil eggs from my mom, ranging from put it in water and cold water, bring it to a boil, like all sorts of things. And there was so much guessing involved in trying to get the eggs right. But I find with this gadget, it just works right every time. So, and it's so small, really inexpensive. In my opinion, it's the one kitchen gadget that's worth it, especially if you eat a lot of hard boiled eggs or soft boiled eggs as well. So, the first step in using this machine is that you just go ahead and you poke little holes on the bottom. You put those upright. And then once that's done, you pour the amount of water in that is indicated on the side of this cup that comes with it. So you probably can't see this, but you pour a little bit if you want to do a soft boil, a little bit more water if you want a medium boil, and then all the way up here is for hard boiling. So that's the amount of water I added. I just poured that in before I added all the eggs. And then the last step, put the lid on, plug it in, turn it on, and you should be all set. You'll know when it's done when it just makes this horrible noise that can't be missed. So we'll circle back then. That is the awful noise that the egg timer sounds like. You definitely can't miss it. So these are done. So then what I do next is I just take these eggs, which are done, and put them in cold water, ice cold water. Some people put ice cubes in them. This just helps stop the cooking immediately. So then the other thing I do that I learned from my mom that in theory helps peel the eggs later is once they're in this cool water and they're cool enough to the touch, I just go ahead and grab them and just crack them on one side so some of the water can start getting under the shell. So I'm just going to go ahead and crack all 6 real quick. All right, so those are all cracked. I'm just going to set those aside, and I'm going to go ahead and work on my last 6 eggs since we're doing 12 eggs total. So I'm just going to go ahead and poke the holes in all 6 here. So then I'm just going to go ahead and fill this up to the hard boil line, which is about 1/4 cup of water. Pour it into the device. Put the lid back on. Go ahead and plug it in, and then we're all set. So we're just going to wait for these to hard boil, and then once these are done, we'll go ahead and get all of our eggs peeled. And in the meantime, I'm just going to do a little bit of cleaning up. While these eggs are boiling, I'm just going to go ahead and start peeling these so we can get a move on that. I'm going to go ahead and carefully relocate this. And so with peeling eggs, I already showed you I cracked them. And so the way I peel them is I actually like to peel them underwater. That's the way my mom taught me to do it. As you kind of get some of that inner membrane up, the water can get under the egg and it makes it really easy to peel quickly in large chunks and smoothly. But with the egg maker, so like I mentioned, I feel like that kitchen gadget is by far one of the best investments that I've made. I only have a single decker one. I believe my brother has a double decker one, so you can get larger ones if you want to do more than 6 eggs at a time. If anyone has a better way of peeling eggs, or if there's been a newer technique invented, definitely drop a note in the comments. I'm always interested in learning new and better ways to do things. The second set of eggs is done. I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the water. I'm gonna go ahead and crack these. Ooh, it's a stormy day here, and there was just an incredibly loud crack of thunder. Not sure if you were able to hear that or not, but startled me, startled Fuji. So now that we have all of our eggs hard boiled, the next step is to go ahead and cut them. And again, for this, I use a very specialized device, this egg cutter. So it's kind of up to you how you want to cut your eggs and what size pieces you want. I would recommend doing at least two different directions. And I find that that's usually small enough for me. When I was growing up, sometimes we would do three different ways: one way, flip it 90 degrees, second way, and then try to rotate it another 45 degrees on the diagonal. Honestly, not sure if that really did anything. So I usually just do it the two different directions, and I find that's good enough for me. A lot of people will do egg salad in different ways too. Like I've seen people where they will separate the yolks and the whites from the egg, and then they'll mix the mayo with the yolk to make it an extra creamy egg salad. I'm sure that's delicious, but for me, when I'm making egg salad, I just like to keep it nice and easy and simple. So I just do it like this. Oh, and as you can see, using the device to hard boil these eggs, they came out perfectly. Not overdone, not underdone, just exactly right. And that's another one of the great things about this. The final steps in this are just, now that we have our eggs hard boiled, is to add the mayonnaise. Some people like adding mustard. Some people like adding vinegar. I like adding pickle relish. Some people like adding fresh dill. If you like yours crunchy, you can add some celery. Again, I just keep it really simple and just do what my mom taught me. And I don't even measure this. Honestly, I just put in a couple big spoonfuls of mayonnaise. I mix it together and I just see how wet the mixture is, because with egg salad there's a really wide range of what people like and what will work. So if you like yours super moist, you can add more mayonnaise. If you don't really like a lot of mayo, you can keep it a little bit on the drier side. I usually just kind of play it by ear to see what I think looks good. I'm going to add just another little dollop of mayo because I think it just could be a little bit moister, but again, it's all to taste and preference. So that looks pretty good. All right, I'm gonna add a good amount of salt here. Again, I just do this to taste. On the recipe that we'll link, we'll have everything measured. So if you want to just follow a recipe, if you're more comfortable with that, you can definitely do that too. So in the recipe link down below, everything will have standard measurements. The last thing that I add is the pickle relish. And again, when I was younger, my mom would always want us to strain this so it didn't get too pickly flavored, but I kind of like that vinegar flavor. So I'm just going to put in spoonfuls, mix it in. I'm just going to go ahead and give this a little taste, see what I think, if it needs more salt, more mayo, more pickle relish. That's pretty good. Definitely needs more salt. Kind of coming near the end of this. And a lot of pickle relishes also call for mustard. I never added this growing up, but I actually do really like sort of the tanginess that it gives it. So I'm just going to add probably about a teaspoon or so. There you have it. That's our nice versatile egg salad. And up next, we will be doing a carbonara.